made yesterday on Country Design Styles Facebook page. This is the frame that I made. It's popsicle sticks, hot glue, very, very easy. It's the big, huge popsicle sticks. And then I put a little clothespin here so that I can hang one of my favorite photos of my grandparents. Very, very cute, very cottagey. I do have holes here, and I had a wire or a piece of twine. Either one would work. But I'm going to update it. I'm going to change it around. I'm going to do that a couple of times. When I create something on Country Design Style, I may come over to Chalk Couture and actually chalk it. So here's what I'm going to do first. And I don't think I've ever showed this technique to you guys, but I have got bark, some of the brown. This is the chalk paste, and it's kind of, it's the paste that you put on with the squeegee. But right now, I'm not going to use a squeegee. I am going to use, I got you guys kind of high here. I'll bring you down to the table so you can see what I'm doing. There it is. Okay, better. Let's bring you down over here on YouTube. Hello, everybody. When you come in, let me know. Leave a comment, because a lot of times I will share additional information. And Facebook will let you know, hey, someone left a comment. You might want to go back and check it out. And that will give you kind of some additional information in case you're interested in anything. Now, what I did, I've got this cute little dollar store tray, paint tray. I squirted a little bit of water in it, and I am putting a little bit of the bark chalk paste into that water. I'm just dabbing just a drop or two, not much, okay? Just a little bit in that water. And I'm going to stir it up with my paintbrush. Being very, very casual about this. Super, super simple. Hello, Elisa. Welcome. And I am nothing fancy, nothing, just going to kind of brush over this whole thing. Kind of just quick. Just to kind of give it just a little bit of a stained, more of a cottagey look, instead of just leaving the popsicle sticks just brown. I love how you're so ready, Stan. Oh, if you saw what it took me to get into doing this, you wouldn't think that. Thank you so much, though. I love doing this, and I have a lot of people ask me about doing these lives, because I've done a lot of demos, all types of craft demos. So I've been doing it for a long time. I need more water. Hey, we'll need a lot more water. Probably should have done something bigger than my little, than these little paint things. I should have actually had, some kind of a cup or something. But I'm just kind of doing this just to get some color onto this more than anything else. And that water, I can even spray this water. See how it's kind of mucky? You can spray it right on there. Okay. That kind of reactivates it and kind of brings it back to life a little bit. And just keep smearing it around. Now that I got it really good and wet, though, it's going to take me a minute to get this dry. Hate watching people at the prep. I'll lose interest. I do try to do a lot of the prep in advance. Have it ready and have it going so that I can kind of give you one or two techniques that you can take with you. And, you didn't have to go into the whole prep. So, yeah, prep is very important. I think anyway, in doing these. But as I've done these videos too, or live, because I have done quite a few of them live, one of the things I've noticed is there are two different types of people that learn. There are the types of people that want to do it exactly the way I did it. Exactly. They want it the same amount of, they'll ask how much paint did I, paste I put in here, which is fine. That's fine. That's why on the website, I try to give as much detail as I can. I might tell them I put in, an 1/8 of a teaspoon in there because people do want to learn that way. That's how they learn. I'm going to set this aside, because after it dries, I'm going to put a bunch of flowers all over it. Look at that. Now, this is a transfer I've used many times. You can see I still have it stained right in here, but that's fine. Sometimes they stain, and especially if you're using a strong color, but they still work, so that's okay. Okay, I'll put my paintbrush away. Now, what I'm going to do is do the other part of it, which is a little bumblebee. Isn't that adorable? I think that is so cute. Now, this is part of the minis, if you're wondering. This has a set of 12, and I should have grabbed some more. speaking of prep, I didn't grab them all. But there's a set of 12, and they're kind of like modern looking flowers and bees and birds and, things like that, some leaves and stuff with a little bit of a modern twist, which I thought was kind of fun. So I'm going to take this little bumblebee, and I also have the chip. Now, I've had a few people ask me about the chip. The Chalk Couture chip is just a thin surface. They come in white and black, and it's just kind of a neat little surface that you can add to your projects with, or do it as a try me. If you're interested in trying Chalk Couture, but you don't want to put a big investment into it, we have lots of try me packs, so that you can just buy a try me and see what you think about it. Hi, Susan, welcome. And again, Susan from Home Road, amazing some of the projects that she does too. Okay, so this is the first time I've ever used the bee. So I do want to fuzz it just a little bit. So I do some fuzzing here. And what that does is make it easier to come off, because otherwise it sticks on that pretty well. But since this is a square and I'm putting it on around, the square's got plenty of room to pull it back off. Another thing about these chips too, by the way, is you can use, I don't know if you guys saw where the tool that I used to make the holes on this yesterday at Country Design Style. It's a crocodile. It's a heavy duty thing that puts in eyelets. That also will put a hole in these. And you can make, string them up if you want to, or tie them, or use them as labels. We also have a lot of fonts, which makes it really handy. I don't want to lose my towel, and I can't find my hook. There it is. But it makes it really handy if you want to do any of that, that. Boy, I lost my train of thought. If you want to make any kind of banners or tags, or, getting some organizing done or something like that, it's great for that. Now, I just dipped this in orange peel. I don't use a lot of orange in my decor, but for some reason I wanted that really pop of color on this. So again, this goes on with a squeegee. In case anyone is new to this, it does not go on normally with a paintbrush. You put it on a squeegee, and the squeegee flexes as you put it on. So that way it pushes down into that. So it's more like screen printing instead of stenciling. A lot of people relate this to stenciling. It's not really like stenciling at all. It's more screen printing. Okay, take a corner and peel that right off. Oh, how cute. I've got a pan of water over here. I'm going to drop that in there. But look at that little bee. Isn't that adorable? I think that is so cute. Very, very cute little bee. Okay, now here is our board. That's fairly dry. Okay, it's chalk based, and it's a little more of a chalkiness than, hello, Nicole. It's a little more chalkiness than chalk paint even. So it will really dry a lot faster than your chalk paint. And so just be aware of that. It does not take long to dry. Okay, and this is the floral transfer. Now this transfer is actually 18 by 18. It's a big square, and it's just a small backgrounds, which I love. And this is the floral one, the little flowers. Isn't that cute? There is also a wood one, which is really kind of interesting. Since I work a lot with wood, I really like that wood one. There is polka dots, and then I believe there's kind of like little stars, like a little plus signs all over, which is really another cute one. Now I'm going to lay the edge of that right there. There is the edging to it. Let's see if that fits all the way across there. That may not, but that, if it doesn't, that's fine. I didn't measure that out, but that's okay. I'm going to kind of feel with my fingers and be able to tell where the edge of that is and get that on there. We'll also be able to tell if I got my popsicle stick straight when I made this yesterday. It was just yesterday that I made this. I'm probably, as this is laying out, I'm probably not going to go all the way to the edge. Well, maybe I can. With my finger, I can stick that down in there and let that stay up. Because if you go too close to the edge, that is just going to pool down underneath there, which might be okay. I'm not sure, but I'm really going to have a problem right in there. Now, You know, in reality, what I could have done yesterday is if I had wanted to, I could build my base and before I glued these on, put my design on and then put these two brackets that hold everything together. So I could have done it that way as well. Could have had I could have even done it on the other side. So that way I've got braces on the back that actually held it together and then put these on just for looks. So I could do that too. So there's a lot of different techniques that you can use. Okay, now for this, I'm just going to go with white. I wanted to pop a white on that background. And I really love the whites and the creams and stuff. It's what I use in decorating. So you tend to kind of gravitate to those colors. But whatever colors you use. Now, I have never chalked on popsicle sticks before. This is the other thing that I will tell you. I can already tell that I'm probably going to have some paste in the joints of the popsicle sticks because I didn't, you know, they're just hot glued together. And they're only hot glued here, so I can feel those joints under there. So we'll see what happens. I am one that I don't mind testing a project out, trying it, see what's going to happen. I can almost pick up which fat flower I want on there versus which one I do not. And just kind of work it in there. Very nice, very smooth. Pick up any of the lines because you do get lines from your squeegee. Pick up some of those. Put that back in there. Pull this off and see what we have. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Okay, I hope you can see this. Okay, I'm gonna be doing more of these because where the popsicles, let me see if I can point this out to you. Let me get a little pointer here. Where the lines are from the popsicles, that paste glued in or stuck into that. And I think that oh, thanks for the hearts. I just love that. I really, it almost looks like a painted fence. And you know, you get too much paint in the crack. I love that. I will be doing more of these. Oh, that is cute. Okay, so cute. Okay, and then just to finish it off, got wet hands here. Okay. Finish it off. I've got my little clothespin here, and I can just add this little bumblebee right onto my clothespin. I'm trying to keep him up off of it because it's not quite dry. Whoops, I didn't do that. Just put it right into that clothespin. And there we have it. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? I think that turned out so cute. Now, yesterday when I did this, I've got orange on me. I used a wire. I showed how I used a wire, and I actually strung it up with a wire. It was kind of real rustic and everything like that. But this one here, and even I talked about using twine, but to be honest, this one is so cute and cottagey. I think either one of them would be wrong. I would almost use a little piece of white or a little bit of a ribbon that maybe had a little bit of orange in it, just white with orange. I think that would be cute. And just put your little ribbon through there and hang that up. I think that is adorable. I love it. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I am going to go live in 15 minutes over Country Design Style, and I will be doing the project that I did yesterday, which was the frame, and we made it kind of the bottom of it into a little basket where it held some greens. I'm going to do the same thing over on Country Design Style, but I don't use Chalk Couture over there. So if you have a few minutes at 9 o'clock Arizona time, pop over there and see. If you're interested in learning anything about this, or if you're interested in becoming a designer, type join in the comments and I'll just send you over a link that just gives you information about it. Okay. And also, again, if you want to join my VIP group, that's where I share some of the Try Me kits and some of the deals. And, you know, sometimes I'll put together my own deal where I ship product directly from my house to your house. So that's where all that happens. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate each one of you, and I will see you soon at Country Design Style. Bye, everybody.